Alright guys, in today's video what we're going to be looking at is a problem which I would refer to as hood flutter. You might call it hood flapping or vibration. What you see here on this hood, just with one finger, it's moving. And it goes like this as you drive down the road. So I'm going to show you how you can correct this kind of a problem. Let's take a look at the other side for comparison first. Alright guys, here's the passenger side. When you see here, we're not able to get that same movement. So let me pop the hood and show you what causes this type of problem. Alright, if we open up the hood, we just come right over where we were, you've got a stopper here. This is your hood stop, and it's adjustable. It screws in. And this guy's going to hit this indentation up here on the top of the hood, and you can see this hexagon witness mark where it does rest on that, probably only when you first close the hood. So the adjustment for something like this is pretty simple. We're just going to move this out. Now, the way we check something like this is we can just take a piece of paper and we can close the hood. And what we're going to be after here is getting to the point where we can detect that there's some tension pulling on this. That's how we're going to check that we got this right. If we just take a gander at the service manual, what we'll see in the service manual for these years, and again, this is a 2013 Chevrolet Avalanche. If we take a look at the service manual and they talk about this particular part, they just say to install this down until the hood closes flush with the fender. That's really the only thing you got to keep in mind with this. You don't want to have it up so high that the hood is going to end up being higher than the fender over here. If you get it too high and somebody slams the hood down, you can get a dent or a bend in the hood. So, simple adjustment. It's held on at the bottom here by this little piece of plastic that's shaped like a nut. And this is a good job for an adjusting wrench, actually. So you want to turn this guy right here, this locking piece, not the actual rubber. So now we can adjust this. And we can turn this other guy and lock it back down. And we're just going to have to keep repeating this over and over again until we get this gap corrected. So we're going to close the hood again. So better, but still not there. So I'm just going to keep repeating this process until we get rid of this flex that we have here. Alright, so I think I've got this about where I want it. We're just going to tighten this down to keep it from coming unadjusted. That's what this little release does here. Now I'm going to show you the paper test. So I'm going to reach over here and grab one of these strips of paper that I mentioned before. I'm going to walk behind our camera here. Close the hood. And again, what we're testing is the stopper against this indentation in the hood area. That's what you want. So, I can pull it out, but it's got friction. And now we don't have that flapping anymore. Now maybe it's still off a little hair, right? Maybe I'll adjust it 1/4 of a turn more. But that's what you want to do to get rid of hood flutter. And then after you adjust this side, you may find that you have to tweak the opposite side as well, just because now it's out of balance again. But that's what you want to do. Now sometimes these stops can be rusted out. I'll put a link in the description for the replacement piece that you saw me adjusting in the event that yours is broken or corroded. Or what can happen also is sometimes people try to just turn the rubber and they strip it right off of the metal stud. So if you got either of those problems, hit the description, you can get a replacement one. Anyway, I hope this helps you fix your hood flutter problem on your 2007 to 2014 Chevrolet or GMC truck. If you found this useful or you saved you some money, go ahead and hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you got questions or comments about how we did this today, go ahead and leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching.